guys, Jim Bounds at Motorhome Rehab Ranch again, and we're in JG's spot, and you can see here. This is have you ever seen one of these before? This is a wheel cover from back in the day when GM actually sponsored the clubs. Kind of cool. Yeah, nice color too. So anyway, thanks for a few minutes, and I'd like to cover something today. I'm going to talk about, well, first, before I do that, we're trying different formats and things, and let me know what you think about our format here, all right? So what we're going to talk about today is the front end. In other words, the body in different pieces of the body, all right? Now, JG here is a 73 model. 73s were like a box of chocolates. You never know what you got, okay? There were some differences in a 73. In the very early 73s, there was a ridge here because there was only one twist. They only had a single twist here. They found out right away it started to flop, so they put two. In the real early coaches, you'll see that's factory filled, and then these were put in after the market. So you 73 guys, that's what it's about. Now, if you see here, I don't have any T-twists like a lot of you guys would have. This is a lock twist. This is called a tool head key. This is made by Southco. It's the name of the company, Southco. And it's a flush. It's a tool head key. It has an odd looking shape here. It's not quite an Allen wrench. It's not quite a hex. It goes in here and it locks down. Okay, unfortunately, if you don't lock something today, you lose it. And so Southco makes this. You can look it up on their online. And one of the things that I wanted to tell you guys about, and we've talked about this before, about where to get parts, okay? There's going to be so many parts and so many things that I'm going to tell you about that I'm going to say go to the internet. The internet is a fantastic source, okay? So if you go to Southco, the company, and you start looking around for a lock twist in their latch area with a tool head key, you'll see these. And you can go to distributors that have them. Possibly some of the GMC dealers may have them. But the idea isn't the price is pretty the same. It's just the availability of it. Okay. So these are lock twist. It's made by Southco. It's a tool head key. All right. Now on the early coaches, these two hinges were metal. They just bent them up. You could even see vice marks and stuff on them. But after 73, 74 and on, these are a larger diameter and they're stainless steel. Okay. If you can get the steel screws out that they put in and put in stainless steel like 1024 Phillips head screws, take that hinge, put it in some paint stripper overnight. It's beautiful. It's stainless. So all the hinges from 74 on are real nice hinges. Okay. Now I've not seen anybody reproduce this front hood door. There may be some people that do it. This is an SMC plastic. It gives, but the problem is this bumper, they say, is a 5 mile an hour or 3 mile an hour impact with the shocks on and all that. But all you gotta do is come up here. You can fall into the front of this and it'd crack. These are plastic. These are not very solid at all. Okay, a lot of people will have a crack right here or across here or in here because as the body separates because of chipmunk cheeks, there's a video on that. But as that goes apart, this will crack apart. So this front end is not very solid at all. One of the things it would be nice if somebody would start making these, but because they're hinged, though, usually the place they get ripped out is right here, and then up in here and on the hinges. And a lot of times people can fix that. Now, you see how you come up now. The 73s didn't have anything to hold the hood up. Had nothing. In late '74, they had like most of you guys have a two-piece Hinge affair for a hood prop. This is one that I used to sell. This is a sailboat hatch hold-up. It's made by Whitecap. Look up Whitecap Marine, and you'll see this hood hold-up. These two holes actually line up perfectly with the original holes in the hood. And then down here, you make an L bracket and put it where you want it, screw it in, boom, Bob's your uncle. Okay? So Whitecap Marine Industries, I believe it is, they have that. Now this coach was set up. Oh, I locked it. Little hood prop. Again, it was a '73, and this coach never did have the scissors piece that you had. So they put a little hinge down here and a hood prop. That's kind of cool. So this is traditionally the access that you have for the front, and it's not bad. You can check oil and water and things like that. But the real thing is to get into the front of it. If you need to get in here to like take a battery out or anything like that, that's how this thing got cracked. I yanked the battery out from here and I cracked it. So you don't want that to happen. So hang on one second. I'll be right back. Don't go away. I'm going to show you a way to make this grill come on and off and secure it real quick and real easy. Okay? So let me get 3 of these off and we'll come over and I'll show you the 4th one. I have this grill. When I get it off, I'll show you about it. It's a very weak grill. In fact, this was cracked in several places. It's a plastic grill. It's not even, it's ABS, right? So what I do is I have 4 springs. 1, 2, I come on the other side. 3. Oh, come on. What are you doing? There you go. 3. And 4. The grill comes off. Oh, didn't get this one off. You can see how it's just connected to the radiator core support. You just drill a hole in the radiator core support, go to a hardware store, and buy 4 springs. Drill a hole in this, drill a hole in your core support, and it stays in there. Now, another positive thing, if you look here, originally this had bosses, and it had a brass insert screwed into it. Well, what happens to it? The brass insert comes out like it did here, rips off the whole boss entirely. This one broke off. That one was taken off entirely and broken. So this is a weak point. If you hold it with the springs, a lot less chance of that thing breaking or starting to look bad. So now we're inside. We're inside the coach. We've got took 2 minutes, and we're completely inside. Why do we go in here? Well, JG just got off the road, and before we left, we checked everything. But I have some things here now. I've got my steering shaft is ripped from the trip. Got a few other things in here that I want to work on. So the next videos are going to be about working through the front and what you can do, what's in there, things like that. All right. So front of this thing is pretty important. That's the distinctiveness of the coach, and that's the aerodynamics of it. And with it being, like mine's even cracked right there, with it being as fragile as it is, and also look up the video I did on chipmunk cheeks. The body is stretching apart, okay? If you sight down the side of the coach, well, the door's open, but if you sight down the side of the coach, right here, coach pooches out. Hang on, stay right there. Right there is the coach pooches out a little bit and the body is coming apart. It shows up here. It shows up in cracks. It shows up that this lower grill valance doesn't fit properly here to here. So if you have things like this going on, I've done a few videos about how to fix, at least 2 videos about the chipmunk cheeks. Take a look at that. And give me a call if you see anything else. Front ends are very important. All right, well, look, thanks for your time. It's getting a little hot out here in the summer. If you learned anything here, hit like, subscribe, and share on YouTube and also on Patreon. It helps us to be able to afford to do this. Look, thanks for your time, and we'll see you next time.